Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, everybody. The JMH guy here. My name is James, and in the video for today, this video, because today's been very busy with uploads, I wanted to finally take an extended look at the recently unveiled Bugatti Chiron Super Sport hypercar. If you've seen previously, I did quick shorts on it, and this will be an extended look, so full FYI for your information. So please get a favorite snack, food, your favorite drink, coffee, tea, whatever it may be. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. So getting straight into it, the brand new Bugatti Chiron Super Sport is the most latest unveiling from Bugatti. The ultimate Gran Turismo, delivering brutal performance in total comfort. So first initial impressions, extended of course. The front splitter is mean. You can see the subtle changes. You can see the inlets right on the hood, and it's got presence. If I was to say one word to describe the front, presence. Oh, there we go. Okay. So here's another angle, getting straight into it. So other first impressions, the carbon fiber changes around the whole body. Aside from saving weight from function and form, it looks really good. There's an old saying, it's don't fix what's not broken, but what they did is, being Volkswagen, they tweaked it. They already had an incredible platform to tweak from. And get my mouse over here, the front spoilers, the side skirts, the side body panels, the rear. Oh, I can't wait to go through that. And you got the inlets to help with brake cooling, airflow. You got the front inlets on the hood. The ultimate Gran Turismo. I'm probably butchering that, by the way. It's not. I'm used to seeing Gran Turismo, and whatnot. Okay, so. Ever since the first Chiron entered the scene, it has been the embodiment of performance, power, and comfort. After the Chiron and Chiron Sport, the Chiron Pur Sport showed the ferocious personality of a hyper sports car made for corners and lateral agility. Now, with the Chiron Super Sport, we are following our long tradition of combining extreme high speed with absolute luxury to offer a whole new dimension of the Bugatti experience. With its long tail, streamlined design, and the fabulous performance of its 1,600 PS, which is horsepower. I'm used to saying horsepower versus PS, so forgive me there. The Chiron Super Sport represents the essence of what we have learned and developed in recent years and honors the Super Sport brand 9 decades after its birth. So right off the bat, learned and developed. Keywords there. The first vehicle that comes to mind is the 300 mile per hour edition Chiron from the last little while recently. Putting what they learned from research and development into the Super Sport. The Chiron Super Sport is the ultimate Gran Turismo, delivering brutal performance in total comfort. The Chiron family is multifaceted. Inspired by this versatility, we have created a double-sided navigation experience to present you Bugatti's latest masterpiece from all perspectives. We wish you a splendid journey. So once again, picture over here, presence. Super Sport heritage. Redefining speed since 1931. The new Chiron Super Sports joins a famous ancestral line of Bugatti, a thoroughbred pedigree which, since its origins 9 decades ago, combines brutal power and speed at their very best. With the new Chiron Supersport, Bugatti is defining a new spectrum of speed performance, enriching the legacy of the Supersport heritage. So this is really, really cool because you get the Type 51, the EB110, but not just any, as Supersports, Veyron Supersport, and finally more. Let's take a quick look. Sorry, my apologies. Type 55 here as well. Really cool sketches. Really great job the artist did. EB110, Veyron, Chiron, of course the Supersport. Type 55 Supersport, the Pioneer. So I'm going to do this more in depth later this page, but 2.3 liter inline 8-cylinder, 160 horsepower, 180 kilometer an hour top speed, 112 mile per hour. And for this day in the 30s, as I said, that is incredible. I don't know, it's different all over the world, all the top speeds, but I mean, that the acceleration would be one thing, but top speed, that's very impressive, even all these years later. Next, not just any EB110, but a lot of people, especially if you grew up in the 80s, 90s, you'll remember the EB110, recognized for being a quad turbo V12 all-wheel drive machine. Really incredible. 6-speed manual, of course. Incredible figures, even by today's standards. Even here's the quote. I'm amazed at how modern the EB110 Supersport still drives today. The chassis is agile, the steering direct, yet it offers plenty of comfort even for longer distances. Despite immense power of over 600 horsepower, PS, this control and balance of the EB110 is excellent. Developing the EB110 was the best time of my life, says Loris Bugatti, I'm probably butchering that, who developed the EB110 from scratch in the late 80s and early 90s. So that's incredible heritage story right there. And more recognizable based on recent times, the Veyron Supersport, a new era into the next millennium. So the thing with the Veyron is that even today, even if you're not a car person, everybody, every human really, even animals, let's just say too, recognizes Bugatti. When they think Bugatti and Veyron, they know Bugatti. They know it as a brand. It's like the most expensive, the fastest, the best of the best that money can buy. It's like end of the line from that time period. Even today, it's incredible. It's an extraordinary vehicle in addition to its incredible power delivery. Its perfection lies in its easy drivability and high quality finish. So once again, the Volkswagen quality, the build quality, the ease of driving, accessibility, really. I will always associate the Veyron Supersport with a very special moment in my life. I remember that I didn't sleep well the night before my record drive, but when I woke up at 4:27 a.m., I took that as a sign, and the rest is history. That's incredible. And finally, to wrap up this part, side part, is the lineup: the 55, the EB110 Supersport, the Veyron Supersport, and the Chiron Supersport. That's to see that in person is probably pretty incredible. I mean, that's awesome. Okay, going back. Well, so here we go. Got it in action. Got a video there. Designed for aerodynamics. So first impression before reading it. Once again, carbon fiber, the side skirts, the front splitter, the front inlets, the side inlets on the fenders for the brake cooling, the rear. It's just incredible. The Bugatti developed a new streamlined long-tail silhouette driven by the philosophy form follows performance. Over 400 kilometers an hour, 249 miles per hour, a car must offer a lot of downforce, but with the lowest possible aerodynamic drag. The body, therefore, must be particularly efficient and streamlined, explains Frank Hale, Deputy Design Director at Bugatti. The extended rear end, known as the long tail, gives the Chiron Super Sport a whole new character, not just visually, but also technically. So, I mean, it's an interesting balance, but it's an amazing engineering feat, because when you're going speeds of more than 250 miles per hour, 400 kilometers an hour, you need to have the best of both worlds, the most streamlined, so like the lowest amount of drag, because it's not a track car focus like the Pur Sport, where it has the big rear spoiler made for more downforce and cornering handling. This is made for top speed, so you gotta have the lowest amount of drag, but you need downforce to keep it on the ground, because like back in the 90s, the CLK GTR, it was like, it's just, there's many videos where it just flipped up in the air as soon as it got to a certain speed. I forget off the top of my head. And so when you are making a large number of these, regardless of driving experience, it needs to be controllable and accessible and so forth as possible. But they did a great job. Bugatti, I mean, you wouldn't expect anything less than tweaking perfection. Going to be really cool to see what kind of specs come out on the market. Brutal performance. Tour de force. With increased power, acceleration, and top speed, the Chiron Super Sport delivers an even more intense and fascinating driving experience. Technical maxims steered the whole development because demands on the new hyper sports car are very high. 440 kilometers an hour, 273 miles per hour. It must be easy to control. As I said, you got many different driving skill levels. It's got to be easy to control, because not everybody who buys it is a race car driver, whether they cruise with it or just, Sunday fun day drive. Doesn't matter. It's got to be, not everybody can handle that amount of power. Despite the immense power and enormous longitudinal acceleration, the Chiron Super Sport drives comfortably and harmoniously like no other hyper sports car. Would not expect anything less with Bugatti. A sensorial experience. Now, I don't think I've seen that word in a long time, if ever. It's really cool. No power without control. The Chiron Super Sport is incredibly fast, drives very precisely and easily at high speeds. Of course, it's a Bugatti, and is at the same time very comfortable, which is the advantage over other hypercars, hyper sports cars, etc. In that very small market, and is at the same time very comfortable, even on longer tours. It's breathtaking mix, and it great feeling to drive fast in that car, explains Bugatti's Piloti official Andy Wallace, who is very well known in the automotive world. The acceleration cannot be compared with anything else. With an even more powerful Chiron Super Sport, the incredible boost never seems to end. And is always moving forward. The Chiron Super Sport delivers a unique sensorial experience made of staggering technology and unparalleled performance. And I mean, it's just, you can't even wrap your head around. I've only seen like the Veyron in person, and I can't even begin to wrap my mind around like what any of the Bugattis are like to experience, except in Forza and Grand Theft Auto Online. No power. Oh, here we go. Car gallery. An array of images depicting the stunning nature of the Chiron Super Sport, highlighting the extraordinary passion and attention to detail that have made the Bugatti name renowned worldwide. So I was really excited and waiting to share this part, but this photo, the rear end, I think that's probably one of my favorite changes of the Super Sport, because it looks great. The exhaust, I mean, even from the little sound clips, it's amazing. I can't imagine in person. But it's really smart, because being vertically, just like a different kind of comparison, but a boat in the water, the rudders, they're not going to be horizontal. Well, they're not going to be horizontal. They're going to be vertical, so that way it stays stable. Same thing with the Bugatti at high speeds. It's stable, it's functional, and it looks great. Because if they had it differently, it would handle differently. The rear diffuser, just incredible. All that carbon, all the way it's laid out, amazing. Facts and figures. Super smart. 8-liter quad turbo W16. So once again, a tuned engine from the Chiron. Performance 0 to 100 in 2.4, 0 to 200 5.8, 0 to 300 12.1. I mean, the Veyron's fast and amazing. The Veyron Super Sport is crazy. The Chiron is crazy. The 300 mile per hour one is crazy. This is just mind blowing. It's like, how much further can we get in automotive speed from here? At least with the internal combustion engine. And even on a side note, the new Tesla Model S Plaid edition, like less than 2 seconds, 0 to 60. I don't know how much faster we can really get in acceleration, like the law of physics. But yeah, it just looks incredible on the track. All that carbon really is a wonderful, wonderful addition to the Bugatti lineup. Looks mean. Incredible. And as always, the Bugattis are very customizable, and it's going to be, as I mentioned before already, it's going to be really cool seeing some of the specs come out around the world and what some owners come up with. So I guess we'll have to see. And who knows, maybe this is a preview into the successor as well, but we'll have to see. Anyways, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little bit, hearing some of my insight, learning a little more about it. It's really great reading up on it directly from Bugatti themselves. Well, as I said, I can't imagine it in person. Like, once again, presence is all I can think of, the first word. And yeah, so let me know down below in your thoughts. Do you like this new addition to the Bugatti lineup? Are you excited? Do you have a pre-order for one? How would you spec yours? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed it, please like the video. And if you're interested in seeing more videos and in-depth and mix of everything, please feel free to subscribe. It's the best way to support the channel. And turn on notifications for the next video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I am very thankful and appreciative of it. Till next time, see you guys. Yeah.